Well, the news is out. It was as if a million voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. Except mine. I'm mad! LucasArts is closed thanks to Disney's acquisition of all the Lucas properties. And pretty much if you were looking forward to playing Star Wars 1313 or First Assault, well, too damn bad. You're probably never going to play it. Now that everyone's been fired, they still say that there's a possibility they could license it out, but sources told Kotaku, trusted sources said...
Pessimistic sources.
Well, I would say it's probably realistic.
Sources. Yeah.
There's almost no chance of it happening.
So why even bring it up? Why
bring it up?
Yeah.
Because I'm mad. I'm upset.
I mean, this is the same old story from Star Wars games.
Well...
We're not going to get our Battlefront 3.
No.
Now we're not going to get Star Wars 1313. And they teased me with another one, First Assault. They didn't even need to show me that footage if they wanted to give it to me.
Yeah, we did cover that. And
that sucks.
I went to the presentation at E3 last year for Star Wars 1313. And guess what idiot decided that was going to be her pick of the next great game of the year? Me. And it's over, and it was a lie, and I'm so upset.
I mean, there's a bigger story here.
Yeah.
And that is that 150 people just lost their job.
150 people have been fired effectively. It's no more. They're just going to focus on licensing out the Star Wars license instead of making it in-house. And some people have said that's actually a good idea, considering how LucasArts had allowed their franchises to kind of languish a little bit, and that perhaps maybe the bright side to this is that those titles can go out to other companies who might actually develop something amazing.
I'm still trying to gauge how upset about this I am, because I did research into LucasArts and what games they developed and what game they published, and all of my favorites were just published by LucasArts.
Yeah, I mean,
Knights
they didn't make Knights of the Old
Republic,
Republic,
Battlefront, and Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
And then I go look at the games that they developed, and all the games that they developed that I really loved are from a bygone era.
Yeah,
None
the
of those
last
people
one
are still
they
there.
released was 3 words, Star Wars Connect, which was terrible.
And then before that, it was Force Unleashed 2.
Yeah, and that didn't live up to expectations. It wasn't as bad as Star Wars Connect. I mean, Force Unleashed, the original, I liked a lot.
It was good, yeah. And they developed that one, right?
Yeah, they did. So maybe it is sort of, besides those people getting fired, that is, a blessing for the Star Wars games ideas. But one thing's for sure, you're sure as hell never going to see Star Wars 1313 because those people who were making it have all been dispersed. And what we learned about it before it was canned was that George Lucas looked at it, wanted it to be about Boba Fett instead of just 2 semi-anonymous bounty hunters. And it actually looked pretty good. There were some pictures.
I don't know. I've played a game about Boba Fett before, and it was pretty bad. And I've played a game developed by LucasArts about an anonymous person that we didn't know about, Dash Rendar, and that game was great. So I got no problems with new characters being brought into the Star Wars fold.
I didn't either. I thoroughly enjoyed the version I saw with 2, a young bounty hunter and an old bounty hunter. I don't know their names. I kind of know their faces, but people would have loved to have that great game with also Boba Fett attached. He's a beloved character,
Yeah, but are they shoehorning him into this game?
That's also possible because it's not like they haven't tried this kind of thing before.
Did people like it when they took Boba Fett in the direction that he was a clone and the whole clone army looked like little
Yeah, you
Boba
do have a
Fetts?
point. I mean, there could be...
Why can't we leave Boba Fett alone?
This
He's
could
already
secretly
awesome.
be a great thing.
Yeah.
Not a great thing. A kind of good thing that it didn't work out. So I don't know where the future of these go. I mean, it's obviously going to be licensed to other outlets. But what are they going to do? Are they going to do great things or more shoehorning chances to make money? The mouse likes to make money. So
now, see, LucasArts was also doing a thing with the old IPs that I love, the Monkey Island and Full Throttle, and they were re-releasing HD versions of those games.
Did those ever make it to Steam?
Steam, I know at least the first Monkey Island is on Steam.
Okay.
But so good. And I loved it all over again with the HD re-release. I was glad to pay another $5 or $10, whatever it was. And I'll keep paying money for those games if you make them shiny again. I'm the worst kind of person, but that's what it is.
That's what the comments say.
Yeah, I'm the worst person.
Great LucasArts game was Loom. which you guys should all check out.
Loom and Grim Fandango and Full Throttle and Maniac Mansion and Day of the Tentacle. I want all those games.
Indiana Jones and the Secret of Atlantis?
Fate of Atlantis.
Fate of Atlantis.
Yes.
Well, that also speaks to...
And The Last Crusade.
Were LucasArts' best days behind them?
Probably. But
yeah. So is it really... Should I be as upset as I am?
I think other production companies made great Star Wars games, notably BioWare. They made Knights of the Old Republic.
Yes.
And the sequel.
Did they make the sequel?
I'm
don't
sure they
quote
made
me on
Knights
that.
of
I don't
the
know
Old
if they made the
Republic,
sequel.
but
I'm
not
not
sure about the
100% sure they made the second one.
With the closure of LucasArts, some of the developers at Raven decided, fuck it. They released the source code for Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy. They're available now on SourceForge, so I don't know that this is entirely legal, but I also know that what the hell, why not? They're fired anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with this. I'm all for the free sharing of
course I
information.
am. I just don't want anyone to get in trouble.
That's great. I'm wondering if it was even theirs to give.
Maybe not.
I'm kind of thinking this code was, maybe not the code, but some of the textures and renders were built off of a Star Trek game. Wasn't it built off Voyager?
Yes, I think someone admitted that.
Which was then a mod of Unreal 2, Unreal 3?
I'm not sure what the engine was.
Yeah, I forget. I'm not, I don't know that this is original content that they give away. I'm sure that they spent a lot of time on the code, but I think it's so far removed from the original source that...
Well, it's available right now if you want to mess with it, make something out of it. It is, however, without documentation or support, so do your best. It's on SourceForge. I'll include the link somewhere in the description.
That was gangster.
What did I do?
Yeah, wasn't there